Hi and welcome to National Stalking Awareness Week 2021. It has been an unprecedented year for victims of stalking, having to navigate their experiences on top of a global pandemic. This year's theme for National Stalking Awareness Week will focus on unmasking stalking. We aim to share awareness around the changes in perpetrator behaviour since the pandemic, what impact this has had on the victim, and the victim's journey through the criminal justice system. Today, we published a report on a pilot study with victims of stalking across the UK. It clearly shows that the pandemic has not deterred stalkers. In fact, our report has highlighted that the intensity and frequency of stalking behaviours has increased since the pandemic. For those whose experience of stalking started before the lockdown, half of respondents confirmed an increase in online behaviours, while approximately a third also saw a rise in offline behaviours. Unwanted and repetitive texting, calling, social media communication, spying, and showing up at the victim's home are all common forms of stalking, and this report shows to what extent these behaviours have increased. The impact on victims has been devastating, with victims being confined to their homes. Stalkers know where they are at all times, which can be highly distressing. Victims are saying that the experience with the criminal justice system is overall unsatisfactory, the main reasons being that the police are not recognising the pattern of behaviour as a stalking offence, high number of court delays, and a lack of protection, among other reasons. As many as 60% of respondents who reported to the police didn't have any protections put in place, and stalking protection orders were only used in a small number of cases. This demonstrates a lack of understanding around the fixated and obsessive behaviours that constitute stalking among police and prosecutors, and a need for more in-depth and wide-reaching training to spread awareness and better protect victims. Along with our report, we will be releasing 2 podcasts. The first exploring the experience of helplines during this period, and we will be speaking with Sophie Mortimer, manager of the Revenge Porn Helpline. The second will examine the impact of victims, with guests including Dame Vera Baird, Victims Commissioner for England and Wales, and Tracy Morgan, who's a victim of stalking and a campaigner. We will also be hosting an online conference on April 21st with a plethora of stalking specialists, including DCC Paul Mills, and he will be touching on the challenges around police investigation since COVID, and Nicole Jacobs, Domestic Abuse Commissioner, discussing the link between stalking and domestic abuse. Finally, we will also be running a social media campaign across all our channels, sharing tweets, videos, and much more. We welcome you to join this week, raising awareness by unmasking stalking. Please use the hashtag unmasking stalking and NSAW 2021.